Yes, you can use whatever mods you want to. This video is essentially my opinion, wrapped up nicely in some editing magic. Feel free to completely break down any part of this video, or even support something in the comments with your own experience or ideas. And even though I will be dissecting these mods and explaining why I personally dislike them, they have had lots of time and effort put into them and have great features, so don't be mean when talking about them. Last thing, before getting into the main video idea, I only included mods that are intended to be add-on type mods, not content type mods like Calamity or Redemption. Okay, done with all that, let's get to the obvious cheat mods. Mods like Antisocial and Wing Slot are obviously cheat mods. They literally give you extra accessory slots and should never be used for any sort of challenging playthrough. Reduced grinding isn't so obvious to many people, but when you look at being able to make chlorophyte from mud, immediately end invasions, and boosting item drop chances, which might fend off RNGs, but is just as rewarding as cheating items in. I'm not going to mention any more obvious ones, since that would be pretty boring to listen to, so here are what I'm calling hidden cheat mods. These mods may seem beneficial with their features, but often reduce the rewarding feeling you get when overcoming a challenge. I want to preface this with a quick statement. I believe it is much more fun when you aren't maxed out on the best weapons or armor or accessories. Maxing your gear out is like buying a recording studio for homeschooling. It'll be interesting for the first impression, but it doesn't help you learn better, and you'll regret farming for hours just to defeat a giant eyeball. Anyways, Fargo's Mutant mod is one of these hidden cheat mods. Despite the amount of features in the mod though, the only things that stand out to me are the infinite potion and ammo mechanics, which is essentially just cheating in an infinite amount of that ammo or potion, and then there are banner recipes, which is similar to reduced grinding. Also, a huge sequence break in the mod, you can get mimic banners from chest statues and turn that into ice mimic weapons pre-Eye of Cthulhu. Alchemist NPC just has several unbalanced weapons and items that I don't even need to talk about. Even with Alchemist NPC Lite, buying potions you're meant to collect the resources for is also much less rewarding. Also, there are multiple infinite money methods through the NPCs, like you can buy wood for 5 copper and use 8 wood to make a table which costs 40 copper, and then sell it to any NPC for 60 copper. A 50% money increase, and actually isn't even near one of the best ways to get infinite money with this mod. On to Louis AFK, which is actually almost obvious since it makes a ton of things unlimited, which I don't have to repeat is essentially like spawning items in and is less rewarding. The Money Collector completely removes the game mechanic, and there are accessories that increase your placement and mining speeds to absurd levels, which makes a very large part of the game trivial. IMK Sushi is yet another extremely widely used mod, even though it clearly gives you free items and even has its own sequence breaks, such as using hard mode space tokens to get a spooky twig, which you can then use with a boss loot swapping token to get the stake launcher pre-mech bosses. Or better yet, getting a horseman's blade or candy corn launcher through fairy dust. The final mod I think of as a hidden cheat mod is Vein Miner. It just completely removes the need to get a better pickaxe for several parts of the game. And obviously I can't name every mod that I dislike, that would take too long. But if the mod has similar mechanics to any of these mods, chances are I think they make the game less fun. It's just so much less fun with these types of mods enabled. They reduce how fun it is to obtain things, and they easily let you max your gear out, making bosses way too easy. All those reduced rewarding feelings will then eventually lead to burning out much quicker than without these types of mods. And I'm not saying all quality of life mods are bad and ruin the game. Many mods like Smart Doors, Auto Trash, Recipe Browser, Auto Reroll, Magic Storage, all of these mods add great features to Terraria, but don't reduce the fun you get from playing the game. Unless you really like organizing, then maybe don't use Magic Storage. If you enjoyed that rant, maybe you'll enjoy this end